Welcome to Did Suck. I'm your host, Joey Campbell. Hey kids, guess what we're going to do today on Did Suck? We're going to remake a Disney movie. Oh, memories. What's the first thing we do here? Oh, first have a guy that hates everything that's new. Chuck. Let's have a famous star from the 80s to 90s to 2000s. Check. Or we can make this into a sequel. Check. Let's also have, what do you say, a musical star that was actually a musical, and an English actor. Let's also have these characters be down, and have one-person characters, and have them not be interesting at all, but have them also be boring as crap. That's how Aladdin was made. Now, what am I saying? You're probably saying, I'm the guy that hates everything that's new. That's not true. I love the remake of Planet of the Apes, to be honest. That's something I like that's a remake. There's saying many things that I like that are remakes and things that I don't like that's remakes. And one of them is Disney movie remakes. Now you're probably saying, what do you mean? I hate anything that's Disney remakes. And while you can remake a film like Planet of the Apes, you cannot remake The Lion King. Even with the technology of today, you cannot remake that film. And that's what Disney starts losing their time on. The reason why I say this is because Disney does not understand what they're doing right now. They cannot remake these old films and turn them into masterpieces like they are today. Let's talk about my main problem is with Aladdin. It's a premium movie. No, what's a premium? It's probably basically this. Let me explain. It's a film that basically has all these three things in it. The first thing is when this happens. Is the film sucks on these levels to begin off with. It's like there's bad things, good things happen, and bad things happen. Now I'm going to talk about them today on the film review on Did Suck. The first thing, the problem with the film is this. The characters. I wanted to love the Aladdin characters. I thought that they would be awesome and stuff. The actors that play them do a great job of reincarnating the people that played them before. Especially Will Smith doing a perfect job of doing what Robin Williams did for the genie. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. But wow, I did not think Will Smith was actually going to be able to pull up a job like this. And he was able to. He did a great job at pulling off Aladdin's genie. And he's pretty funny. He's the only good any actors are in the movie. My main problem stems from where the film begins off. I'm not going to lie, the original film did this too. Where there was nothing explained on who the characters were, nothing. We just got swooshed in. That's okay. But Princess Jasmine was not developed in this film, except for being someone that likes the prince and stuff. In the original film, she had something to her. She was an outsider to the world. She didn't get to know the city of the world at all. She never had got to see them for years. She was always outside. And the only friends that she actually hanged out with was a tiger that was her best friend, that was her pet. Those were the only things that she had. She had no one else to do. She literally stepped in there. And it was probably her father that kept her away from the village. And all of that. She never met the town ever. We got to meet her first and see how isolated she was. But no, not in the film. She's not isolated. We just get right into the film. We meet up with Aladdin first, then we bring the princess in. That's my problem. While Aladdin was the main character, him and the princess were both given screen time. And so which one was each which one? This film sucks at doing that. It just basically says, we make Aladdin main character because Aladdin's main character. We do not make the princess because she's the princess. This is the problem with the new Disney movies. They don't understand characters at all. Like I said though, if you were going to remake the princess, at least give her some intelligence, a brain or something. While Aladdin may have been able to do cool things and everything, the princess was smart and skillful and knew what she wanted. Now in this film, she just basically says no to anyone or anything that she does not like. That's perfectly explained. But like I said, most of the things are pretty great in this film, like the magic carpet and stuff. But the thing that really gets me is the singing. This is my problem with all Disney reboot movies, okay? The remakes, basically. Don't putting singing into these films. That's the problem. When you try to make new lyrics and put old lyrics into a live-action film, I'm not going to love them. I love the original songs in the original films because there's something great. They just know what they want. They know what they are. I'm not saying that you can't do that. I'm just saying that some Disney films can do this without music in there. A film that I actually went to go see in theaters for our cousin's birthday party was Maleficent. I went to go see it on his birthday, and I thought there was actually gonna be singing in this film, but it wasn't, and it was pretty okay. I didn't like the film at all, but I'm glad it had no singing in there. So I actually love the film for that reason. I praise the film for not doing that. Other of these films don't really do that. I had a friend that told me about Cinderella, the movie, when she went to go see it, and said that her main problem with the film was she actually said there was a lot of singing and some moments without singing and boring dialogue. This is how Aladdin is. The film makes no sense. I mean, literally. I don't get this character. I don't really know them very well. Aladdin, the director that directed this, though, I'm going to give him credit. Should have directed a Prince of Persia movie. Literally. This whole film, Aladdin's doing awesome stuff. Aladdin was not like this in the film. Well, in the original, he was kind of like that. But he actually did do some awesome stuff and everything. He was shown as a street rat. Not some Prince of Persia street rat with some skills and all that stuff. Makes no sense to me. But I would give this film a little bit of credit with Will Smith, like I said. He's a great job and he's doing a great job with he's handled. But let's talk about the plot of this film. I'm actually not going to talk about the plot. Unlike other people that actually decide to talk about this plot of this film, I'm just going to give it a short gimmick. This dude is telling this story to his children and everything, who's on a boat and stuff, is going to an island and stuff or something. And basically he tells his children the story of Aladdin and stuff. And then we get to know everything. Like I said, though, the acting is pretty great. But that's all. That's all that's good about this film. But did this film suck? No. And it's not a bad movie at all. Or a good movie. To me, it's actually just a standalone film that does not know what it wants to be or what it should be. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I'm starting to rate films that I've seen now. And I'm giving this film a 6 out of 10. I will not give it a high 5. I would give it a handshake. I'm sorry to say that, but if a film to me is okay, I would give it a handshake. If a film to me is awesome, I would give it a high 5 or it's great. If a film is not good to me, I will give it nothing. I might give it a wave or something to say goodbye to the film. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Wave is goodbye to the film. Handshake is okay film. And high 5 is basically saying, you're great. Congratulations. So yeah. This film was a bad film. And that's all for today. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll be doing another review coming up sooner. Can't wait for you guys to see it.